Our sporting director Deco has just dropped lots of statements. Some of the statements I consider bombshells. Some of them did not sit well with me. As Barcelona fans, we have expectations for these transfer windows, for this summer transfer windows. And one of them is a backup number 9, a backup striker, a ferocious striker, a striker hungry for goals, someone that can put most of our balls into the net. And that is one of our expectations heading into this summer's transfer window. Another expectation is in the left wing. We need someone that will help Lamine Yamal in the flanks. If Lamine Yamal is doing his job here, the other person will be there doing his job, giving us that, added width, that extra width that we saw in the era of Messi and Neymar. Messi and Neymar bossing the two flanks. This one will just drift in. This one from this other wing. And things will just be working. You understand? Another expectation is in the defensive departments. We need at least, even if it's just one person, one good defender to help us in that defensive duties. Another expectation is in the goalkeeping department. Inaki Pena might be leaving. Szczesny is just going to give us 1 year or at most 2 years. So we need a long-term goalkeeper, at least a younger goalkeeper that will compete with Ter Stegen in that goal post. These are our expectations as Barcelona fans. Now, listening to what Deco has to say about our transfers this summer. Now, starting in the goalkeeping department, he said Inaki Pena has just 1 year in his contract. So we are going to wait to see what he decides. Either he's leaving or he's going to see out his remaining 1 year. If not, Barcelona are going to be interested in Joan Garcia, the Espanyol goalkeeper. So that was actually, good news from, Deco, that we are interested in Joan Garcia, but we are waiting to see the decision of Inaki Pena. If Inaki Pena decides to go, that means we'll fight to, secure the signatures of Joan Garcia. And then moving to the defensive department, according to Deco, we do not need a defender. We are not signing any defender. And I was like, really? Okay, moving on. In the midfield department, according to him, we also don't need any midfielder. We are not signing any midfielder. And I think I agree with him in that aspect. And then he talked about Dani Olmo and Nico Williams, signing during the previous summer transfer windows. He said Dani Olmo showed interest. Like he gave off energy that showed that he wanted to come to Barcelona, and he did his best, and that was why signing him was very easy. But Nico Williams did not actually put out any energy, did not do his best to come to Barcelona, and that was why we could not sign him last summer transfer windows. And right now he is completely off our list. And then moving on to the left wing, our top choice remains Luis Diaz, and Liverpool has valued him for 85 million euros, of which I consider that amount outrageous. Deco, be warned, be warned. I know, say we don't gather small money this season. Don't misuse it. 85 is too much. Initially, I said 50, 55, 60. Now I am changing my stand. Not more than 50. Not more than 50. If Luis Diaz must come to Barcelona, not more than 50. And then he also said we also like Rashford, but we are not going for any other left wing that has a contract running in their in their current club. So we like Luis Diaz, we like Rashford, we also like other options, but we are not interested in players that have current contracts in their club, in their current club. Those were his statements. Then moving to the number 9 position, he said we do not need a backup, that we have a player like Ferran Torres who has evolved recently and can help out in that number 9 position. So according to Deco, we have no plans on signing a number 9, a backup, a ferocious striker, Gyökeres, Osimhen, Haaland. For now, according to him, we are not signing any number 9. And I don't agree with that. I honestly do not agree with that. We need a ferocious number 9. So Doski cannot do all the job next season. You saw what happened this season. He was out injured. It was not Ferran Torres that filled in for him. And Ferran Torres is not a pure proper number. We need an Osimhen type of number 9. We need a Gyökeres type of number 9. For me, instead of signing a left wing, we should use that 85 and even go for Gyökeres. I will love it. And good enough, Gyökeres' transfer fee is now 65 million. 65 to 70. He can be allowed to leave, with that amount. So we can leave the left wing, allow Rafinha to, keep doing what he's doing there, and go for Gyökeres. I will love it. And then generally he said, no one is leaving Barcelona. No, we are not allowing any player to leave. So at this point, these were his statements, and especially the number 9 aspect of his statements, I don't like it. That did not sit well with me. And then he also spoke about Geoffrey Torrent. There was a left back, a La Masia left back I talked about during the injury of Balde. When Balde was out injured, I talked about a young La Masia graduate, Geoffrey Torrent. According to him, he said that young lad is going to join the Barcelona senior team to train during the preseason, and hopefully he can join the Barcelona team next season. That young lad is actually very good. I watched his clips then, and he was really, really good. Better than Gerard Martin, honestly. He's a good replacement for Balde, so he's going to help Balde in that wing in case of injuries. You saw what happened this season. Balde was out injured, and we are really lacking in that, defensive flank. So generally, those were his words. So what do you think about his statements? Thank you.